For today's lesson, we are going to make snowmen. So let's get started. The materials that you're going to need for the project today are 3 round objects of different sizes. You're going to need some white glue, a piece of chalk, a pair of scissors, a handful of cotton balls, and you're going to need a large blue sheet of paper, a small black piece of paper, a small brown piece of paper, and a little tiny orange piece of paper. Okay, now that we have our supplies, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is draw the outline of our snowman on the blue piece of paper so we can put the other things aside. So I'm going to take these pieces and put these aside for now. Cotton balls, don't need the glue. All I need is my chalk and my 3 circular objects. The next step is I want to take my biggest circular object and put it on the bottom because it's going to be the bottom of my snowman, and I'm going to trace around it with my chalk. Now you can go all the way around because you'll be gluing over the top part of the circle. The next thing is I want to take my next biggest circle and I want to put it overlapping a little bit, and I also want to trace this one. So we trace this one around. Okay, and then lastly I want to take the smallest one and I'm going to put it on the very top, and I'm going to trace around this one. Now that we have the basic outline for our snowman, we can put the lids back on the jars that we got these from, and we can put our chalk to the side for now. The next step, I want to take my pieces of paper and I'm going to draw some things on it. First off, I want to draw my arm on this piece of paper, so I'm going to fold this in half because I know I need 2 arms, and I'm just going to draw one arm and cut around the edges. Now that I've cut out my arms, I'm going to take my black piece of paper, and with graphite I've lightly traced the outline of a top hat, 2 circles for eyes, and 3 circles for buttons. And now let's cut them out. Now that I've finished that, I'm going to put that aside as well, and I'm going to do the last piece that I need to make, and that's going to be a carrot nose. So I'm going to draw a carrot nose, which is just a long triangle, and then you're going to round the top off almost like an ice cream cone, and there you have your nose. Let's cut that out now. Now that we've cut out all our shapes, our extra shapes, I want you to put these to the side. Be careful not to throw any pieces away or lose them. I want you to put them off to the side carefully and take out your blue piece of paper with your snowman drawn on it. Now you're going to need your cotton balls and your glue. I have a small cap that I'm going to put my glue in because I think it'll make it easier to dip the cotton balls to make this project work. Now that we have our glue down, I'm going to put that over here, and I'm going to pick up our cotton balls, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly pull them apart. Not enough to destroy them, you just want to lightly pull them apart so that they're a little bit bigger. And what you'll do is you'll come here and you'll dip it in your glue. Dip it in your glue, and you will let it drip off, and you will stick it into the circle area of your snowman. Like so. So again, you're going to take your cotton ball, you're going to pull it apart a little bit. Just a little bit. Not enough to tear it apart. Oh, don't tear it apart, but you can also put it back together if you twist it and play with it in your hands a little bit. So there you go. You're going to dip it in, trying not to get it on your fingers. And you're going to let it drip off so it doesn't drip all over your desk and onto your snowman. And continue this process until your entire snowman is full of cotton balls. Oh no, I've ran out of glue. That's okay. I can add some more. I'd rather add glue than have too much and waste it, so I'm okay adding more glue. All right, back to work. So I have a couple extra cotton balls, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill in the holes as best I can so that you can't see the colored paper through it, and add any spaces that I need to touch up. So I can tear these ones apart and use the rest of my glue and my materials for this project. You're not finished with the glue yet, but your fingers might be a little furry. This is a good time to go wash your hands and clean up your hands so that you can continue doing your project. You can also just pull off the fuzz, that's quite easy, and continue working if you'd like. For our last step, we're gonna get our pieces out and we are going to decorate our snowman now that we have him all laid out. So I want to glue his arms down first, and I can use the glue right out of the bottle this time. Just put a little bit of glue on the back of his arm. And then I want to glue his hand in. So I'm going to put the hand near the middle of the body. We're going to glue it in just like that. Next, we're going to get the other hand and we are going to put a line of glue on this one as well. And we are going to glue that to our paper as well. So now our snowman has arms. This is great. I'm going to tuck it underneath the cotton ball a little bit so it looks like he has it's his arm. All right. Next I want to put on the top hat. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on top of the cotton balls. And I'm going to stick my top hat onto his head like so. All right. It goes off the paper a little bit because my circles were a little too big, but that's okay. All right, next I'm going to put on the eyes. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back. These are a little bit hard to do because they're so small. I'll put the eye, one eye, and the second eye. Next I'm going to pick up the nose. I'm going to put the nose right in between those two eyes, like this. All right, looking pretty good. And the last things I got to put in are the buttons on his jacket. So we'll put those in, going down the middle of his chest. 1, 2, and 3. And now your snowman looks more like a snowman. So now I can put my glue away, and the very last step is I will take my chalk, I'll draw a horizon line, and I'm going to put a couple dots out near my snowman and make sure this horizon line is there. You can make it a little thick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to smear down so it looks like it gives him more of a background. Smear down. And you can color it in all white if you want to make it look like snow, but you can do that. Also, I'm going to take the snow and I'm going to smear this so it looks like it's actually snowing. All right. Well, that is your snowman project for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.